visual 26. South 1555 Phoenix Center, wind 2409, runway 26, clear line. Clear line 26, Southwest 1555.
Welcome home, Charlie. You didn't deserve it. May God bless your family.
First, I want you to know I'm fine, not because my body is fine, but because my soul is secure in Christ. Death is not the end. It's a promotion. Don't waste 1 second mourning me. I knew the risks of standing up in this cultural moment, and I'd do it all over again. Second, do not let this violence divide us further. The enemy wants chaos, fear, and retaliation. Don't give it to them. Instead, double down on truth. Double down on courage. Double down on your faith and on your families. That is how you honor me. Third, remember this. America is worth it. Free speech is worth it. Fighting for the unborn, for families, for sanity in a culture gone mad, it is all worth it. So dry your tears, pick up your cross, and get back in the fight. Do it with joy, do it with strength, and never ever let evil think it won.
Rest in peace to Charlie Kirk, man. That last clip obviously was AI generated, just full disclosure, right? And it said it right there on the screen. But no, yeah, I agree. I think that is exactly, if Charlie Kirk were able to speak to us today, I think that is exactly what he would say. If not something very, very close to it, right? I think that is pretty spot on. Pretty darn spot on. But I want to talk about something that I've been coming across, right? And that is people saying the most vile, disgusting things and effing around and finding out. Okay? First up, we have Matthew Dowd, who said this. I'm going to play the clip. Check it out.
But following up with what was just said, he's been one of the most divisive, especially divisive younger figures in this, who is constantly sort of pushing this sort of hate speech or sort of aimed at certain groups. And I always go back to hateful thoughts lead to hateful words, which then lead to hateful actions.
That is what he had to say immediately after the incident happened. And I want to show y'all this. Matthew Dowd fired from MSDNC for Charlie Kirk comments. I'm shocked. I'm genuinely shocked. I did not expect something like that to happen, you know? You don't expect that. You don't expect that. Now, for this next story, I'm going to play this clip here.
I'm just really glad Charlie Kirk just got himself fucking shot, because he's right. Empathy is dangerous to society. So no one should give a fuck that he's dead. He said it. I'm just saying his words. All I'm doing is using his words. You can't be mad at me for using his words. I think empathy is a new wave thing and is very problematic. You right. No empathy for you. Zero.
And here's the update. Riverside Walter Reed Hospital in Virginia confirms that the Miami anesthesiologist has been fired. Bam. When you F around, most certainly you end up finding out. Now, here's a story that's also been going viral from Office Depot, I believe is the name of this place. Yeah, Office Depot. Check it out.
Thank you. So, we came in for an order earlier to print a poster for a vigil tonight.
Yeah, so
for somebody that passed. It's not
it's propaganda. I'm sorry. We don't put that here.
Alrighty. So, what's your name?
Farrell, I'm print supervisor.
I'm one of the managers.
Yes.
So, unfortunately,
so they say they don't print political propaganda. So this is somebody that passed away a couple years ago.
That's political propaganda, unfortunately. I'm sorry.
So this is for a prayer tonight, for a prayer vigil?
It's still propaganda, unfortunately.
What makes it propaganda?
Because he's a political figure and I don't have to. Yeah.
Our general manager is going to be in on Monday. If you
No,
want to
it's
speak
totally
further
okay.
on
No,
the
we have-
subject,
we have
you would
lots-
like
we
to,
have
are welcome
lawyers.
to return.
Yeah, so they didn't want to print a Charlie Kirk poster because he was a political figure. Now, do I know this with 100% certainty? No. But I'd be willing to make a bet that if that was a poster of Kamala Harris, it would have been printed immediately. I'm just guessing, right? I don't know, but I'm just guessing, right? This is what Office Depot had to say. We are deeply concerned by the incident that occurred at the store 3382 in Portage, Michigan. The behavior displayed by our associate is completely unacceptable and insensitive, violates our company policies, and does not reflect the values we uphold at Office Depot. We sincerely apologize to the customer affected and to our community for this regrettable situation. Upon learning of the incident, we immediately reached out to the customer to address their concerns and seek to fulfill their order to their satisfaction. We also launched an immediate internal review, and as a result, the associate involved is no longer with the organization. We are committed to reinforcing training with all team members to ensure our standards of respect, integrity, and customer service are upheld at every location. Our customers and communities deserve nothing less. Fired. Long story short, right? Long story short, fired. But it doesn't end there. More people have been fired.
Today, I got fired from my job. I'm a real estate agent, and I got fired because something that I post in Instagram, and they called me to the office and they asked me to remove everything, which I did. And after I removed the post and the picture that I put, I was told that I no longer work for the company. And all this is because of my manager, Monica, and she's the one that created all this shady scenario. She's the one that pushed for me to lose my job. And today I'm outside my house because I don't have the balls to see my wife and tell her what happened, and I had kids. And I'm going to tell you the whole story, and I'm going to show you the picture that I put in Instagram, because you need to see that to understand how severe was the problem that we have. And everything started yesterday, that we have an open house, and we have a very big client that has a huge home. It's kind of like a mini mansion.
Okay, that's enough. You got fired. See ya. All right. There have been so many people getting fired across the internet. It is a wonderful thing to see. It really is.
Hi, my name is Quinn Pratt, and I like going on the internet and finding people who like to make fun of Charlie Kirk's death, and I let their employers know what they're up to online. And we got 7 more confirmed fires. But before we get into this, I want to make sure everybody completely understands what I'm doing here. This is absolutely not political for me. This is not a political thing. It is a moral thing. I really don't care who you decide to vote for or really care what your beliefs are. That is your decision as an American. But what we should all agree on is what happened to Charlie Kirk was absolutely disgusting and deplorable. And it shouldn't be the butt end of the joke or mocked. And that brings me to my last point before we get into this list. I have been getting tagged literally in thousands of videos. And some of these videos that you guys are tagging me in, I might not like or agree with, but they didn't really do anything wrong. Just because somebody doesn't like Charlie Kirk and they said, I don't feel anything for him passing, I don't care that he passed, that's not a bad thing. That's not them making fun of Charlie Kirk. They are allowed not to like Charlie Kirk. They are allowed to feel absolutely nothing about his passing. And those people, I never give a second look, because they're allowed to have those feelings. Thank you to all my new followers and supporters. I sincerely appreciate it. And I want to make it clear that I'm not going to these employers and demanding that these people get fired. These people are getting fired because the employer decides to let them go. All I do is being like, hey, just so you know, I saw this video that one of your employees put out, thought you might want to see it. And I do not contact the employer ever again. Whether you're a Democrat, a Republican, or somebody in the middle, we can all agree that an innocent man's life was taken, and that is not funny. It's nothing to joke about. Some of us may not like what he said. Some of us may not believe in what he believes in or like his beliefs, but it doesn't warrant somebody taking his life. When is enough enough for us? When are we going to learn that we all come from different walks of life and there are many different beliefs out there and that that's okay? We don't always have to agree on things, but we also do not have to demonize or take the lives of people we do not share the same opinion with. If you'd like to support me further, please go to Quinn.
I think the one thing that I did not expect to see in regards to the aftermath of Charlie Kirk are all of the colleges who are cracking down on educators who are promoting political violence. Like my alma mater, MTSU, fired an assistant dean of students because she said something nasty about the passing of Charlie Kirk. Sydney McPhee put out a statement saying she is no longer working here. And other colleges have done it too. I've seen several that have fired their teachers or administrators or anybody who is out there running their job about Charlie Kirk or being happy or celebrating or anything. I did not see that coming from colleges in America. I think school districts are doing it too, although it's not quite as, out there as the colleges are, but I'm shocked. I'm happy that these colleges are standing up and saying, no, that kind of ideology is so woke and so gross, it has no place here. Good for them. And good job, Sydney McPhee.
Yeah, so not what you expected, but I don't mind seeing it, right? It's kind of poetic in a way. The people who started cancel culture are now the ones being canceled. Kind of funny how that one came back around, isn't it? Oh, man. I don't mind people disagreeing, right? There's no issue there. I don't even mind people saying, like the brother said, I don't even mind people saying, you know what, I don't care about Charlie Kirk. That's fine. Maybe you don't. Nobody's asking you or trying to force you to care. But when you make fun of and laugh and do all these nasty things because he passed, you create cartoons of it and disseminate them online, like, bro, yeah, nah. You need some help. Some serious help when you do stuff like that. Because I may disagree with Joe Biden, right? I may even chuckle at him when he trips over a sandbag, okay? Or chuckle at him when he messes up a teleprompter. End of quote, repeat the line. But I would never laugh at this man's death. I would never laugh at, or didn't laugh, right, at his cancer diagnosis. I was angry. I was annoyed because it's like, man, you waited until after to tell us about this? Now, if this was Trump, it would be a whole big story, right? But I never laughed. And for them to sit online and laugh about this man dying, not only in front of millions of people, but in front of his family, his children. Once again, I heard a report that his daughter ran towards him when everything went down because she was scared. You know how heartbreaking that is? How terrible Erica probably felt, in that moment, obviously watching what happened to him, but seeing her 3-year-old run towards her dad in a moment like that. 3-year-old doesn't know what's going on. She's just scared. And you got people online on the left laughing about it. This is coming from the party of love and positivity and acceptance. It's all about love and positivity until you disagree. And then all of that goes right out the window. And they just proved it. Rest in peace to Charlie Kirk, man. Y'all stay safe out there. Peace and love. I'm out.